Yes, YouTube, wagwan and welcome to SlayQueen TV. I'm your girl Nicki Slay and this is Crowned and Candid, where I give you my realist takes, unfiltered, unapologetic and just a little bit messy. And today we are diving into the world of Nicki Minaj. Yes guys, Nicki is back in the headlines and as per usual, nothing to do with music, not beats, not bars, but yet another beef. Now she came for SZA out of nowhere and the whole world is asking what is going on. So in this video, we're going to take a look at her most recent rant asking why a pattern seems to be emerging and why the queen of rap is more focused on tearing down the girls behind her than securing her legacy. So without further ado, let's spill this tea.
She got style, grace, she got attitude.
Nicki Minaj is an icon. She is the most charted female rapper on Billboard Hot 100 history. She's got bars, she's got a legacy, she's got the crown. So what is really going on? Why is Nicki consistently going after females, younger females, and being so downright disrespectful? What is going on with her? Why is she so bitter? We're gonna have to take a look because this seems to have started out of nowhere, as I said, coming from a tweet that SZA made about Mercury retrograde. What is wrong with her? Now, she clearly thinks that everything, the whole wide world, revolves around Nicki Minaj because SZA can't tweet about Mercury retrograde. What? First and foremost, this isn't the first time SZA's made that kind of tweet about Mercury retrograde. You know, the internet be interneting, and they've already looked back and found over numerous years she talks about Mercury retrograde. So that's the first indication that it actually has nothing to do with you. This seemed to have started with Nicki having a back and forth with Punch from TDE. Now, he posted promo for a new song or whatever it was called Broken Barbies. Yet again, the world revolves around Nicki Minaj. So she sees this and she goes off on him, as you do. Well, as she does. So she goes off on him, and then at some stage later, SZA then makes her tweet about Mercury retrograde. So let's give Nicki the benefit of the doubt. And let's say that she was prompted to make that tweet because of what was going on between Nicki and Punch. So a tweet that she always makes, but let's forget that for a minute. Let's look at the tweet. That's what SZA said. On the strength of that, you think that that's how you can talk to her? She didn't at Nicki, so she weren't actually talking to Nicki. She was talking to Punch. So that's like, you two are beefing. And I say to you, don't worry about it, man. It's Mercury retrograde. Don't feed into that silly rabbit. You think that gives you the right to come now and drag me? Because I said to my brethren, nah, leave it. Like, don't even get involved. Who does she think she is? SZA mustn't talk because you said so. SZA mustn't say what she wants to say as a grown woman because you said so. Who are you? She needs to stop it. She says the most nastiest, disrespectful things. What would she do if someone actually cussed her? Because Megan didn't cuss her. SZA didn't cuss her. And these are the things you're saying? She's come for her looks, her body, her talent, her career. The most thing you could come at her for was that she used to draw freckles on her face. If that ain't the biggest reach, and then, okay, if you want to say she lied and said they were real, all right, don't lie and say they were real. I'd rather take my girl over there that lied and said dots that she put on her face were real than the girl that stood up and defended her PDF brother, than the woman who knowingly married a rapist, knowingly married someone who has done time for attempted M. I'm gonna take my girl with the freckle pen because your morals don't align with mine. You're in too much of a close proximity to predators. It's not a good look. SZA kept it cute, didn't say much, weren't saying anything. But I think what happened is, as we all know, the barbs started getting at her. So she did have a couple comeback, but she didn't really say much. But when she did, SZA dropped receipts. The receipts that she dropped, it gives us a bit of insight into why Nicki is upset. Because apparently she asked for 2 features and as we know, she didn't get those features. That, for me, is one of the reasons why she might be upset with SZA. 1, I think it's that. 2, I think it's, how dare you not want to give me a feature? I'm Nicki Minaj. Like, what do you mean? I'm me. Like, what do you mean you don't want me as a feature? 3, which I think is probably the one that burns her the most. Now, even if someone did come at you, this is how you behave. As a grown piece of woman, it's not good enough. It's actually not good enough. And I don't know how or what needs to be done, but this shouldn't be allowed. She shouldn't be allowed to talk to people like that. This is not acceptable, and it is showing that you're kind of a broken woman. You're given broken. How do you justify speaking like this to someone who's not said a bad word to you? You gotta have some real deep-rooted hatred, because what? You're dragging her, calling her a hoe, calling her a this, calling her... It's like, bro, relax a little bit. What's wrong with you? She's another one. These celebrities, I don't know who they think they are. SZA needs to tell her 2 words. Me and Nicki are the same age. What do I look like on the internet? Beefing, saying the most deplorable things to a girl that's 20 years my junior. It's actually pathetic. How are you gonna tweet, does this girl think she's more successful than me? First of all, she doesn't care. The day this happened, SZA was in Paris on the GNX tour with Kendrick. So you think what, mid-set, she's thinking, oh God, I wonder if I've beat Nicki. Babes, no one ain't worried about you no more. You ain't the be-all and end-all. People ain't running up and down screaming Nicki. They're out screaming SZA, and that's what's burning her. For you to say SZA sounds like she got stung by a bee, that's when you know someone's bitter. You know when you're real bitter? When you say to someone that sings like an angel that they can't sing. That's when now you're at a point of no return now. When you say to someone, I don't know whether you're fat, chubby or skinny.
And you know I don't, surgery shame or body shame. You know I don't even do that. But bitch, I don't know if you fat, obese, chubby or skinny. You see, and so now I got to call Dr. Now to make me figure out what the fuck has been going on here.
She didn't ask you. And that is very rich coming from someone who has these things going on. I don't want to sound like I'm dragging her, but you can't defend this. You can't not acknowledge the fact that, babes, you're too old for this. That I can admit to. The whole granny thing, I'm not feeling it. At our age, but I get it. In terms of rap girls, yeah, you're a granny still. With your experience in life, let's face it, she's experienced more than a lot of women my age, our age. We ain't been touring around the world and all these things, so you've got a lot of experience that should come with wisdom, and all it seems like it's come with is hatred. You got to learn to age gracefully. We have to. We can't be doing what we was doing 20 years ago. At 43, it don't make no sense. What are we doing? I know what her problem is anyway. It's our age. It's got to be. We be getting hot out of nowhere, so she must just can't take the hot flushes because wagwan for she. Ain't no way. You cannot talk to people like that because you think you're the queen of rap when quiet as it's kept, you ain't. Her bars ain't all of that. She's got bars, don't get me wrong, but she also has bars where I think, what? That weren't cool. Like, what? That's not a bar. So it's hit and miss for me to the point where I don't think she is leaps and bounds above the others. I think right now, put her in a cypher with the others and let's see. Would she stand out? I think she'd blend in, personally. Even take away from that. For me, you gotta be more than just bars to be the queen. More than bars, more than numbers. You gotta have something about you. And this woman is so mean-spirited. She's so grudgeful. It's coming like you get mad at people when they're successful. It's like she comes for every female, no matter their age. How do you beef with Lato, Ice Spice, Meg Thee Stallion? Babes, you are old enough to be their mothers, I'm sure. Like, you have to stop it. It is getting damn ridiculous. She wants everyone to bow down to her. You can't do a collab with someone that she don't like. This is business. Money I for Meg. Why is it that Megan wasn't allowed to do what with Cardi B? Why? How do you become so successful and be filled with so much hate? What is it? But then again, when I deep it really and truly, I would be mad if my brother was a PDF. I'd also be mad if I was this successful and the only man I could actually bag and call husband has the rap sheet that he has. Maybe that's why she's mad. Maybe it's not about music and maybe it's actually about real life. And her real life is that one day her son's gonna wonder, why can't my dad take me to school? Why is dad not allowed to bring me to the ice cream van? Why is dad not allowed to take me to the park? She's gonna have a lot to answer for. And ain't no bar gonna help her. That's gonna be hard to do. Roman ain't gonna help her. Maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe we think it's about music. It isn't. Because when you're so successful in music where you've surpassed every milestone that you possibly could have, and again, we might have found another one because where's your Grammy? Look how things come full circle. You've gone and told Kim that you got to make way for the young ones and we're not trying to hear you unless you're dropping music. Thank you. Where's the music? Quiet as it's kept, where's your pickney? Sometimes she'll be doing these rants for 3 and 4 days. Who's feeding the baby? And don't say he's pappy because he ain't supposed to be around pickney. So you need to get your priorities right. It's not a good look. It really, really isn't. And there comes a point where you did your numbers then, you got your status then, now step aside and embrace the youngsters. Be a mentor. Pass the torch. Do you know what makes this one worse? SZA's not even a rap girl. You're that bitter that you cross genres? What the hell? That's so pitiful. That is beyond pitiful. Let's look at some of the tweets because I'm still flabbergasted. Let's take a look.
Listen, Mizza, okay? Find you somebody to motherfucking play with, Mizza. Les Miserables, bitch. I said find you some motherfucking else body to play with, bitch. You already played with your own hoe and we seen how that went, bitch.
That's fighting talk. You've talked to a chick like that if you want to throw hands. That's not casual social media back and forth. There's levels to this. That, what I read, you don't talk to people like that. One, especially when your name weren't even mentioned. Two, she doesn't have any beef with you. So how are you going from 0 to 65,000 just like that, but you wanted a feature? Make that make sense. Why are you saying she's ugly and whatever about her body when you're looking like this? It makes no sense. It's sad to see, if I'm honest. I feel like we're seeing a lot of quote unquote goats or OGs or veterans kind of fall off. Look how many fall-offs we've seen. Diddy's a huge one. Because this, all right, it's not on that level, but low-key, your husband ain't no better than Diddy. So what we doing here? There comes a point when you must know when to sit down and shush, yeah? When your man's out here with 64 mugshots for those types of crimes, you for humble and sit down, respectfully. You've gone back and forth with SZA for absolutely no reason. This isn't normal behavior. This isn't normal. And who told her that it's cute? Oh yeah, I forgot the barbs. You lot need to tell her. Because if I'm a barb, I'm embarrassed by this. How are you not embarrassed? Like, actually, for real. This woman is out here calling her a hoe and a bitch because she drew freckles on her face. Meanwhile, you share your marital bed with a you-know-what. And we choose our priorities. Whatever happened to those in glass houses? She's delusional. It's given delusion. I know if my brother's a PDF and my husband's a grapeist, I'm keeping quiet. I'm going to go somewhere with my premenopausal self, my hot flushes, my millions, my man and my baby, and I'm going to go and live life. Why are you consistently on the internet dragging people? She could have remained the queen. Everything was set for her to end her run. Even if she came out with a couple singles or whatever, the Barbs are always going to support her. I feel like hip hop's kind of altered now and there's a shift in, I feel, what we're willing to accept. We ain't doing mediocre no more. So if you're saying you're the best, be the best. Show us, prove it, do it. At this point, you either take the run, that's over, move on, and you keep your crown, you keep your icon status. Or drop some hard bars and show these youngsters that you are the best to do it. It's giving that you're doing neither. You're crashing out on the internet. The energy she's putting into Twitter, do you know what she could do in the booth? Bruh. Woman to woman, age to age, mother to mother, you've got to do better. You can't be screaming at people because they had fake freckles when I've got a picture of you with the fake beauty spot or the fake mole to be like Kim. Why are you such a hypocrite? You're cussing SZA because she dropped a deluxe album. Meanwhile, you've got 75 versions of Pink Friday. Why are you a hypocrite? It's not cute and it's not giving. And I, for one, I've gotten to the stage, I can't mess with people musically and enjoy your artistry if I know that you're a certain type of person. Like I said, your proximity to predatory behavior is astounding. How do you align yourself with these type of people in every avenue of your life? There's some real questions that need to be answered. Says a lot. It's like you're a magnet for them. What going for you? Quiet as it's kept, weren't you the one that was winding up on the boy picnic? So it's giving you're kind of part of the crew. This needs to stop. It actually needs to stop. And I'm talking about, forget the music, forget all of that. You can't just keep disrespecting people's picnic. SZA is somebody's child. You can't talk to people like that. What's wrong with you? And for that, like, what are we doing? It's disgusting, it's juvenile, and you are too big for that. Do better. Be an example for your son. He was going to grow up and see your music and see you being praised and awarded. He had that to look forward to. Now what's he got to look forward to? Your rants on Twitter. Is this what you're going to teach him? That this is how he must handle conflict or his feelings being hurt? That tweet hurt your feelings. Why are you so sensitive? Why are you so sensitive? Because she said silly goose. It's crazy work. She needs to stop it. It's not attractive. And it just says to me that celebrity and money don't mean nothing. If your morals don't stand for anything, then really, who are you? What gives her the right to talk to SZA like that? What gave her the right to talk to Latto like that? What gave her the right to talk to Megan like that? And when someone does come at her, Remy tore her up. Remy did not hold no bars. She dragged the living daylights out of her. And what did you come back with? No frauds. Stop being a fraud and give your fans something to talk about that's positive. Give your fans some music. Give them a reason to prove to us why you are the queen. Because this ain't the reason. Imagine you telling Meg about her mum. Do you know what type of cold, dark heart you have to say that to someone? To mock her injury, calling her fragment foot. What is that? Why are you so nasty? It's actually disgusting. Does she know that Drake wanted me to do that whatever song? So, but you didn't do it. Who cares? SZA did, and she ate. So what are we talking about here? She should have just stepped aside. She should have followed her own advice. Do what you told Kim to do. Step aside. Age gracefully. You're doing neither, and very poorly as well. We've got Latto, Kim, Remy, Ice Spice, Megan, JT. There comes a point when you're the common denominator. There comes a point when you and the people around you need to acknowledge that you're the problem. So guys, that is the story of Nicki Minaj crashing out yet again on yet another female in the industry. Let me know what you guys think. Is she tarnishing her legacy, or is she simply protecting it? Does she still hold the crown, or did she ever hold the crown? Let me know what you think. Get down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Also put on your notifications so you don't miss a royal summons. I've been your girl Nikki Slay. This has been SlayQueen TV, and I will see you soon. Bye.